2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Here's Hurts. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Allen. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll get this right back to Rager. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Allen. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bass is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot bitter that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It
really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pot free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Hurts. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On play action, Allen. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Allen. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Allen now on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a give to Gibson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And now the kick is away. On the return comes Drake. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Reagor as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On On the return comes Drake. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 29, Hurts. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Here's Harris to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And they're on 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got this, fellas. Come on. Here we go.
A handoff for Gibson. Trucks over him. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
A big play there for the Dolphins.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Allen. This ball complete to Rager. Touchdown! Jalen Rager with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. A dump off to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Elliott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. That is caught by Mims. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Reagor there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
looking deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
And got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he's got his target, Harris. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this right back to Rager. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Now Allen off the bootleg. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 8. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And quickly finding Rager. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. On the return comes Drake. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw here. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.